old boy with a big mouth. I can blend right in with a loud ass crowd. Party people coming unwound. Gonna open up the throttle when the sun goes down. Ain't heard nothing, so why not? Turn up the tunes and line up the shots to take to the woods when we leave the bar. Can't stop, gotta party like a redneck rock star.
What is up, everybody? We are back with some more videos. One of our subscribers requested to react to Wheeler Walker Jr. Puss in Boots. I'm not really sure. I started the reaction for that video, and I'm not really sure how YouTube doesn't flag his video, but he has a lot more YouTube swagger than I do. I'm fairly certain they would flag mine. So, had to pull the plug on that, but a subscriber with a request, still a subscriber with a request. So I did a video earlier saying that I'd give him 2 for 1. So today we are responding to Wheeler Walker Jr. Redneck shit, and I think the other one is going to be Wheeler Walker Jr. Fuck You Bitch. Fair warning, if you have kids in the room, I've not seen these 2 videos, but I am familiar with Wheeler Walker Jr., and he brings it. He doesn't hold anything back. So send the kids to bed on some trumped up charges, send them to the room to play video games, tell them to go mow the grass at summertime, make themselves useful, whatever the case may be. But make sure there are no kids in the room. That's my disclaimer. Now, let's get at it. Yeah. Hi. Even got the horse dancing.
American by birth and Southern by the grace of God means that everything I do it right.
Right off the rip, man. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God. I don't know any self-respecting Southerner, particularly a redneck Southerner, that won't raise a beer to that statement. However, if we're going to be completely honest and realistic, just because you're a Southerner doesn't mean you do everything you do right. At least in my case. Maybe there's some out there. But I've gotten a few wrong over the years.
New York and California, you can go and have your fun. But down here I got a list of what I like.
No argument at me. Been to New York. Outside of, I was trying to take my daughter to see the Statue of Liberty, and there was a bad snowstorm, so like she could see it, but we couldn't take the ferry out there. I might would return to do that, but outside of that, New York City and California as a whole, nothing for me there. Didn't leave nothing behind. Got no reason to want to go back. Now there are some really pretty places in upstate New York, and to be honest, upstate New York is about the only place, about the northernmost place I know you can go that's still pretty much the South. It's a really weird anomaly, except for the weather. Weather, not so much. I'm a tropical creature. I grew up in South Florida. I live in South Texas. If it gets below about 70 degrees, I don't want to go outside. So, upstate New York in the wintertime is not necessarily the best thing. But, let's get back at it.
Eating tater tots and pussy, sucking Mountain Dew and tip. Kick my grandma into
That fool said, eating tater tots and pussy. Hold on, roll that back.
eating tater tots and pussy, sucking Mountain Dew and tip. Kick my grandma.
Eating tater tots and pussy, sucking Mountain Dew and tits. Man, it is hard. It is hard to get more southern than that. That is some redneck shit. I gotta go with it.
In his nutsack, then I suck my boss's dick. Fuck my cousin in her asshole before I finished on her tits. Then I
Alright, so a lot of those things he just said, up to and including suck his boss's, as long as it was figurative and not literal, I get it. The whole cousin thing, though, we might need to have a talk about what exactly you're calling some redneck shit, because I think we just went from some redneck shit to some, wow, just wow.
shoot my neighbor's cat, I love that redneck shit.
Hey, shoot everybody's neighbor's cat. I'm for it. Let's do it. Card me papers.
You can make your jokes at us and giggle all you want, but my friends and me, man, we don't give a lick.
And that's true. So a comedian, I don't remember which one, but we were listening to, my girl and I were listening to a bit the other day, and a comedian said that white trash is the only insult you can still throw out there that people don't get offended. Like cancel culture, they don't care. Now I do believe there's a line between redneck, southern, and white trash. There's a few different lines there, but the one thing that most of those three groups have in common is we don't give a shit what you think. That's why we don't give a shit that you're talking shit. We're not thin-skinned. We don't get our feelers hurt. Most of us don't have feelers, and we don't care if you like what we're doing or you don't like what we're doing. We like what we're doing, and that's all we care about.
If you can read this, then the bitch fell off. That's a sticker on a bike, sure, but it's also a tattoo inked on my dick.
I actually had that shirt for a long time. One of my exes threw it out because screw her, that's why. But I do not have any tattoos on my nether regions, mostly because that's going to hurt. I got feeling there. I don't got feelings when you want to be talking your smack, but I got feelings when you want to be poking my nether regions with needles. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a line. It's clever. It's funny. I'd love to know if anybody has that tattoo. Drop it in the comments, or who's planning on getting it now that he said it, because someone will get it. But it probably won't be me.
Taking pictures of my mama while she's trying to take a shit. Then I'm throwing rocks at cripples and I laugh when they get hit. Pull my picker out.
Okay. So the scary thing is, y'all are hearing this. If any of y'all are hearing about Wheeler Walker Jr. for the first time, y'all are hearing this and you are like, what in the hell is he saying? The scary thing is, for Wheeler Walker Jr., this song is relatively tame. He says some stuff that's just, I'm sure he doesn't mean it, but makes people listen. I've never taken a picture of my mama while she's on the toilet, and I don't throw stones at cripples. Wow. That's not some redneck shit. That's some, like, hate crime shit in today's culture. It still sounds funny, though. I gotta give him that. And I am pausing a little bit more in this video. I've been getting hit with some copyright claims. I don't want to stop reacting to music. Obviously, it's what y'all like. It's what I like. Music is my life. I don't want to have to stop reacting, so I am going to have to start doing some things a little bit different and try to mediate some of these copyright claims. But we still going to do it as long as they'll let us do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no limits.
At Walmart, then I pop my sister's zits. Checking off my neighbor's dog. I love their redneck shit.
If you're jacking off a dog and it's not because you're a dog breeder, call someone for Mental Health Awareness Month.
People think we're crazy, man. They think we're all insane. Take a visit, and I swear you'll never leave.
I really like that shirt too, no homo. Like, I need to go get me one of those shirts. I've never been much for shiny hats. I do have a black cowboy hat. Actually, I might pull it out for the next set of reactions I'm about to drop. But I do like that shirt.
You can stay at Grandma's house. She'll cook you up some country ham, and after dinner you can nibble on her beef.
What did he just say?
On her beef.
I want to make sure I heard that right. He said she'll cook you ham, and after dinner you can nibble on her beef. I think what he's doing here is he's throwing back to all the redneck stereo incest jokes and that man, I'm drawing a blank right now, that stereotype. Wow. It took me a long time to think before that I should have known. But anyways, I think he's thrown back to that stereotype in a comedic way in this, because otherwise, I think your boy's having a bad day. Another thing to ponder, though, is how many outtakes do they have to do when they're shooting these videos to be able to shoot him with a straight face while he's saying this stuff?
Meet a biddy at the swap meet, then I fuck her for a bit. Shove a dildo up my asshole just to see if they can fit. Buy a bunch of nudie magazines, the ones that show
The only time it's acceptable to see what will fit up your butt is if you're a drug mule. I was actually going to make a much more detailed joke about that, but social media and all that. Yeah, and even then I would question it, particularly with all the body scanners in airports nowadays and jails, and so I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, I've never had a thought of, can I fit that up my butt? Now, I have eaten a whole lot one time and wondered to myself, can I fit that out of my butt? But in my, no, man, exit only.
clips. And I tell my brothers, but I love their redneck shit. Redneck shit.
So that was Wheeler Walker Jr., redneck shit. A lot of that, a good portion of that I have to agree with. The rest of it I kind of got to wonder what's his definition of redneck shit. But hey, to each their own. Get you some, brother. This one seems to be... to be fair, I've seen this before where he's dropped some stuff that sounded normal until the first few bars, so I could be wrong, but this one seems to sound a bit more mellow. Actually, it's got kind of a pretty ballad feel to it.
You say we're done. You packed up your stuff. It's really over. Said you've had enough. There's one thing I'd like to say before you leave. Fuck you, bitch.
Such a pretty ballad. Like, sounds like it's going to be a love song. And then he just... What? Man. And you know, it's sad, like, if you think back, not every time, but so many times a chick left, broke a dude's heart, he's all up in his feelings, or he's angry, or whatever the case may be, and he wants to say that. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're just scared. Sometimes they're just smarter than that. It completely depends on the situation. Man. He gives none. He don't care at all. He just, bam, right there with the right hook. Burning pictures and all. Screw those friends. He even threw the dog in it. He said he hoped that dog never comes home. Oh, man. Yeah, wind up alone. Better kiss that dog because I ain't coming home after this. He's tearing down the lost dog poster.
Now you're gone, and I'm by myself, jerking off the pictures on myself. But
He tore down the lost dog posters and said, "You can leave if you want to. I'm still going to touch myself to your pictures."
before I swipe on your face, I just scream, hey, fuck you, bitch. You broke my heart. Fuck your friends, tearing us apart.
Oh.
Your dog, hope he never comes home. Fuck you.
Here's the thing, though. They're in the backyard. He's teaching her to shoot. Never teach your girl to shoot and then write a song called Fuck You Bitch. Like, that just seems like a bad idea to me. Breaking yard furniture, tearing up dog posters. He's all kind of mad.
Word is out, you found someone new.
All right, first rule of Creeper Club is you don't talk about Creeper Club. If you sitting in a car with a telephoto lens taking pictures of your ex, some people gonna have some questions.
Well, I hope he does it for you. But if not, and you call me up, darling, please. Fuck you, bitch. You broke.
Now, I have done that one. You leave or chick leaves for whatever reason, y'all break up, go your separate ways, and then, you know, she finds somebody else thinking she's got the next best thing since sliced bread, and then figures out she don't got the next best thing since sliced bread, for whatever the case may be, and then she want to call you up with her sob story. Like, and I care why. Like, I only cared a little bit when we were together. What the hell makes you think I'm going to give a damn now? Like, alright, so that was Wheeler Walker Jr., Fuck You Bitch. And I probably said that enough times to get this video in all kinds of trouble. Hope not. But, so that was Wheeler Walker Jr., F-U-B, and Wheeler Walker Jr. country shit. Or redneck shit, excuse me. Both of them are epically hilarious. Both links to the original video will be in the subscription, or be in the description. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Give us a like, drop us a comment. Let us know what else you'd like to see us react to. Try to keep it PG-13 to moderate R. And go check out Wheeler Walker Jr. Give him a like. Check out some of his other stuff that I don't have the pull with YouTube to get away with posting, because it's all hilarious. And yeah, catch us on the flip side. Until then, y'all be safe.
Answer to no one.